you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lack. Whole squad.
All right, Coach. Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now the third year back out of Texas, Deontay Foreman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Reset. Great team. Watching you five. Let's go, D.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson to the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, How about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson, and the Texans will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan, he's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Ready, blue lady, 25, 39. Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, great play, great play, great play.
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now Ito Smith, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
6-6, pull it high. Ready to go.
They'll run with Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Atlanta.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wide. Hey, wide.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. it's Ryan. He's going to air one out, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Safe. Christian, travel. Slow. No. Hey, express. Bravo.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 2nd and inches, Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, Haywood. Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Got it.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of yards. Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break, Watson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Watson now from the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete to QT. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson operating from the gun. Open man is QT, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
First 6. And no time now.
Check 45 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't just a 6. Pull it out.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And shedding through the... And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
20. Kill.
Shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
39. 58.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Atlanta.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Ryan. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Ready, blue
Ryan now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
22.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
51. And
that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Ryan will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
51, Tom! Let him go!
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put him on the bus. 51, Tom! Go! Let him go!
Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times.
There isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ryan. Open man is Gordon, complete. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now it's Ryan. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And it's a touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, check.
Check Mike 39. 61. Matchbox lights.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, check 25.
Check Mike 39. I got one.
Ready for that.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Don't get nervous.
Wait.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Able to get this to Gordon. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Down. Ready. Be ready.
Mike 39. Hey, watch the lane.
21.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
It's our time.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Here's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete, right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw again is Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check 41. Hey, that QB's trash. That's
a first down carry for Smith. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here.